So, if you've been wanting to finally escape that 9-to-5 grind, but honestly, you just find yourself feeling completely paralyzed by the sheer volume of online noise out there, well, you are in exactly the right place. Today's explainer walks you through a highly structured, start-to-finish digital product framework developed by creator Sandra Dee. It is specifically designed to cut completely through all that information overload. No more piecing together random tips from dozens of different sources. We are laying out the entire blueprint right here, step by step.
Okay, let's dive into this. Here is the exact chronological roadmap we're going to use, the 5C framework. We'll be covering clarity, creation, content, conversion, and finally, consistency.
Step 1 is our very first C, clarity, finding your niche. And really, this is all about knowing yourself and, just as importantly, knowing your customer.
So I want you to really sit with this question for a second. What am I good at? And hey, do not get hung up on professional degrees or fancy certifications here, okay? Think about what you have figured out through simple, messy trial and error that took you months or maybe even years to learn. Whether that's mastering a complex skincare routine, managing big emotions in toddlers, or just organizing messy digital files, if you've achieved a result that someone else is desperately looking for, you have a product. You literally just need to teach them your shortcut.
It's absolutely crucial to realize why you must get hyper-specific with who you serve. If your target is just, people who want to make money online, your megaphone is way too broad, and you're essentially speaking to no one. But if your niche is busy moms building a side hustle, wow, your message cuts straight through the noise. People buy when they feel a product was uniquely custom-made for their exact struggle.
That brings us to our second C, creation, validating your idea. The golden rule here? It's simple. Don't build it until they buy it. Seriously.
To ensure there's actual market demand, you have to systematically analyze your competitors. Say you're looking at a Canva printables course on Udemy to check out their modules. Or maybe you're analyzing a Notion ADHD planner on Etsy. Here's a pro tip. Skip the 5-star reviews. Dig straight into the 3-star reviews to find out exactly what users feel is missing. That gap? That is exactly where your new product steps in.
The exact chronological sequence for validation goes exactly like this. First, competitor research, followed by customer interviews, and finally, pre-selling the offer. Reaching out to your inner circle or asking around in Facebook groups to interview just 5 to 10 potential customers is absolute pure gold. It isn't just about getting ideas, you are actively gathering the exact verbiage your audience uses to describe their pain points. You will literally use their own words in your marketing later on.
Moving right along into our third C, content, building your audience. This phase is all about getting visible and building immense trust with your people.
To do this sustainably, without burning out, you need to break your content strategy into 2 distinct pillars. First, you need one search engine platform, like YouTube or Pinterest, for long-term, evergreen discoverability. Videos optimized for search today can be found by eager buyers months or even years from now. Contrast that with a social media platform like Instagram or TikTok, which is all about building warm, authentic community relationships and having real, one-on-one conversations in the DMs.
Now, if the sheer idea of making video content makes you nervous, let's talk about a totally budget-friendly gear setup. I want to reassure you that you absolutely do not need an expensive DSLR camera or a massive Hollywood lighting rig taking up half your living room. A standard smartphone camera, a $20 lavalier mic from Amazon, a $30 tripod, some natural window lighting, and free software like iMovie or DaVinci Resolve is more than enough to create the high-quality video content you need to sell your products.
Which brings us to the real climax of the framework, the 4th C, conversion. Pre-selling your product and actually turning those views into sales.
But first, you have to capture your audience. That requires a lead magnet, which is just a valuable free resource, like a quick checklist, a template, or maybe a short video training, offered in exchange for their email address. Social media algorithms can vanish overnight, so an email list is truly the only non-negotiable asset you actually own. It is your direct, unfiltered line to your prospective buyers.
Now, what's really brilliant is the pre-sell strategy. If you're making an educational product, just outline the modules and pre-sell it over a 5 to 7 day window. You are literally getting paid by your founding members to create the product before it even exists. They are essentially funding your project while you build it, week by week. It's a total game changer.
Of course, to incentivize people to buy a product that isn't fully built yet, you offer a massive 50% discount. This does 2 amazing things. It creates intense, immediate urgency to buy during your short launch window, and it highly rewards those first founding members for putting their trust in you before the program is completely fleshed out.
So, the absolutely crucial point here is you only need 5 people. That's it. Just 5. If you can get exactly 5 people to hand over their credit card for your presale, your idea is 100% validated. With that cash actually in your pocket, you can confidently and excitedly begin creating the course or program, knowing for an absolute fact that the market wants it.
Finally, we arrive at the 5th and final C, consistency. Sustaining your business, avoiding burnout, and scaling up.
Let's see how this builds. To survive the long game, you have to use content batching. This means dedicating specific blocks of time to single tasks to avoid the mental fatigue of constant task switching. Day 1 is purely for researching 4 video topics. Day 2 is completely dedicated to scripting those 4 videos, and Day 3 is just for filming them all, right back to back. This exact system is what keeps you off that exhausting daily hamster wheel of creation.
As you stay consistent, your product is naturally going to improve. Gathering feedback forms from your founding members and using real social proof, like this amazing testimonial Sandra received for her Etsy postpartum affirmation printables, becomes your most powerful marketing tool over time. Beautifully designed, my clients love them. Positive reviews like that prove to future buyers that your product actively delivers the exact transformation it promises.
So, we've covered the complete roadmap. From finding real clarity in your niche to building consistency through solid systems, the framework is right here, tested and ready for you. The only question left to ask yourself now is this: are you ready to stop piecemealing information and start building your own 5C digital product business today? You have the tools now. It is time to take that first exciting step away from the 9-to-5.